Hi everyone, Kevin here. Today we are going to look at should you switch to Microsoft Edge? If you've never heard Edge before, not that many people use it. It is Microsoft's web browser. Now, I used to work at Microsoft and I use a lot of Microsoft products. In fact, you could probably even describe me as a Microsoft fanboy. Yes, I'm definitely a fanboy. The one product that has never won me over though is Microsoft Edge. I've been using Chrome for years and years. There, I finally confessed. In fact, when I first started my YouTube channel, and even still to this day, anytime I demo using Chrome, people always call me out on that, and rightfully so. Now, to be totally fair, it's not just me. Most people these days use Chrome as their main browser. This wasn't always the case. I remember when I joined Microsoft back in 2006, Microsoft dominated the browser space. But along came Chrome, and it was faster. It used fewer system resources. It was also a lot more stable, and now Chrome has close to 70% browser market share. Amazing how times can change. Microsoft found itself in an unfamiliar position with single-digit market share. So what did Microsoft do? Well, they decided to throw a Hail Mary and base the Edge browser on the same core technology that powers Google Chrome, and Edge became a Chromium-based browser. Microsoft has also added a whole bunch of functionality and features on top of this to differentiate. In this video, first we'll look at how you can install Edge on any of your devices, and then we'll also look at some of that functionality. And is it compelling enough for you to switch to the Edge browser? To get Microsoft Edge, head to the website up above or down below in the description. If you're running Windows, chances are that you already have Edge pre-installed. On this website, you can install Edge on Mac OS, on iOS, on Android, and even coming soon to Linux. Is this Microsoft that we're talking about? Next, we're going to look at some of the main functionality that might convince you to switch. The first unique feature, and this is personally one of my favorites, is called Immersive Reader. Here I am on a news website, and you'll notice a lot of distracting content over on the side and up on top. I can go up to the address bar and click on the Immersive Reader icon, and look how much cleaner things are now. I could also go in and I could adjust the text size, the spacing, the font, the column width, and even the background colors. Next, you can also annotate and edit PDFs in Edge. Now, anytime you need to fill in a PDF, it turns out that it's far more complex than it needs to be. I'm looking at you, Adobe. With Edge now, you can open up a PDF, you can insert text, and this is now a new feature. You haven't been able to do that before. You can also draw and you can highlight, and once you do all that, you can print or save. So finally, all of you can fill out your PDF Kevin Cookie Company order forms. Third, we're going to look at a really cool feature called Collections. And to demonstrate this, I'm going to go to my favorite cookie website, the kevincookiecompany.com. They have the best cookies to both eat and to put onto your computer. I want to create a collection that will help me bake chocolate chip cookies. Here, I'll click on this icon. Here, I'll title my collection Bake Chocolate Chip Cookies, and then I'll add this website to my collection. Next, I'll click up on Recipes and select Chocolate Chip. Here, I can right-click on this image, and I can add this to my collection. I can also highlight the ingredients, and here I'll right-click again, and I can also add this to my collection. Now that it's in my collection, I can add a note. Don't forget the sugar. That is the most important ingredient. Here, I'll also highlight the baking instructions, and here too, I'll add that to my collection. Now, I can also just add a note to my collection. This is the recipe that turned the Kevin Cookie Company into a billion-dollar company. With that note now added, I can click on any item in my collection and it'll bring me back to the source page. Collections are especially helpful if, say, you're planning a vacation, or maybe you're thinking of gift ideas for someone. Maybe you're working on a project at work or school, or Maybe you just want to bake chocolate chip cookies. Fourth, there's a really cool feature called Web Capture. Here, once again, on the kevincookiecompany.com. I'll click my right mouse and then go down to Web Capture. Here, I can take a rectangular screenshot. So this is just like the snipping tool. I can highlight an area and I have a screenshot. But there's also the feature to take a full page capture. This is basically a scrolling screenshot that'll take a screenshot of the entire website. That's pretty cool. Next, Edge also supports something called vertical tabs. Here in my browser, I have a bunch of tabs open, and especially when I have a lot of tabs, it's hard to read all of the text. I can click on this icon and I can shift to a vertical list. So now it's a little bit easier to switch between my tabs. I could rearrange them and I could even add tabs to a group to make getting to what I care about easier. Number 6, you can personalize what your new tab page looks like. Here on my new tab page, in the top right hand corner, you can click on this settings gear. You have 3 pre-created options. You can go with focused, inspirational, or informational. Now, I don't like things distracting me from getting my work done, so I like to keep it with a really minimalistic look. Here, I'll click on custom and I can customize these settings, and that leaves me with this new tab page. Next up, you can also mute different tabs. Here, one of my tabs has music playing, so I see this sound icon. To mute this tab, I simply click on that icon and that toggles it to mute. If I click on it again, music will start playing again. To be fair, Chrome supports this as well. However, you have to right-click on the tab and select mute from a menu. Next, you can pin websites to your taskbar for quicker access. Here, I'm on my favorite website, kevinstratvert.com. Go up to the ellipsis in the top right-hand corner, go down to More Tools, and then click on Pin to Taskbar. And look at that. That's how easy it is to plaster this beautiful face on your taskbar. Yes, I might be a little bit full of myself. Number 9, Edge has a feature called Read Aloud, where Edge will read the contents of a website. And the voices are extremely realistic, probably even more real sounding than my voice. Here on the kevincookiecompany.com, I can have it read some of the text.
Every cookie made at the Kevin Cookie Company is crafted with only the finest ingredients.
Listen to that, that's really good. What's even more fun is if you have a German person read your text.
Baking is ur passion and we take it very seriously.
Ho, that is pretty cool. Edge also has a really helpful right-click menu. At the Kevin Cookie Company, we claim that we use organic ingredients. But what does that mean? Is it just the more expensive stuff at the grocery store? Here I can right-click on organic and I can define it, and here I see what the definition is. Also, we're opening up a location in Hyderabad, but I have no idea where that is. I can right-click on that city name, and I can open up the sidebar search. Here I get a nice search menu over on the side, and it'll tell me all the details that I need to know about Hyderabad. And number 11, Edge also includes something called Microsoft Editor. This is Microsoft's version of Grammarly. When you're typing into a text field on the web, it'll give you spelling and grammar feedback to help you write better. And at number 12, Edge also includes a tool that allows you to create QR codes. Here, for example, on the kevincookiecompany.com, I can right-click and go down to Create QR Code. Now I can save this as a PNG and I can add it to one of our posters. Now you have no more excuses that our URL is too long. You could simply pull out your phone and you'll be there in a jiffy. At number 13, Edge also makes shopping a lot easier. Here, for example, on walmart.com, Edge offers me cash back. That's pretty cool. Also, when I'm looking for a specific product, it'll show me the price history. It will also call out if any other merchants have a better deal. And if it scours the web and finds any coupon codes for this product, it'll automatically apply them. Another neat feature in Windows, when you press Alt-Tab to jump between your different app windows, this will also include your different browser tabs. In Settings, you can customize this. Go to Settings, System, and then Multitasking. Here you can set it to include all of your tabs, none of your tabs, or just a few of the most recent tabs. At number 15 is Edge's performance. Now, Chrome has gotten a really bad reputation as consuming a lot of memory. With Edge, within Settings, under Performance, you can set it so that if you don't use a tab for a certain amount of time, it'll automatically go to sleep. When you go back to that tab, it'll then reactivate it. This helps you save memory and improves your system's performance. With Edge, you can also set up multiple profiles. I have my own personal account, and then I have another account for the Kevin Cookie Company. The benefit of having another account is that you get your own favorites, your own history, your own set of saved passwords. Here, I can simply click on my other account, and that'll open up another instance of the browser. When I look down at the taskbar, I see the Edge logo along with a photo of the profile that I'm using. And at number 17, this is the last one for today. If you have a work or school account, you can search for files, people, or conversations in your organization. Here, for example, at the Kevin Cookie Company, I'll type in my manager's name, Patty Fernandez. Here I see Patty. I see where she sits in the organization. I can look at any files that she's working on, and over here I can also view her calendar. These are just a few of the unique features in Edge, and Microsoft continues investing. If you look at the news, you'll see a constant pipeline of new features and functionality coming out. Now, even if this list today did not convince you to give Edge a try, the good news is that by having Microsoft invest so heavily in the Edge browser, you'll probably also see Google start investing more in their browser. If you want to give Edge a try, it's never been easier. Within Microsoft Edge, go up to the ellipsis and then go down to Settings. Next, click into Profiles, and you can import all of your data from Chrome. So things like your history, your open tabs, your passwords, so you won't miss a beat when you start using Edge. Alright, well, let me know down below in the comments, are you already using Edge, or are you considering testing it out? Now, funny enough, I used to work at Microsoft, and when I did, I always used Chrome. Now that I'm working full-time on YouTube, which is a Google service, now I'm using Edge. I guess I'm just a contrarian. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one.